As I worked as a student ambassador during my time at Bradford Uni, one of my roles was to interview potential students for the MPharm degree. So I am quite well aware of the questions you were asked at the interview. So rest assured I can give you a hint or two on what to say and how to prepare. First of all, A-levels. So I did biology, chemistry and psychology, and most universities require you to do at least one science degree. I would 100% recommend biology, even if it's not an entry requirement for the unis that you're applying to, just because there's so much biology in pharmacy. You really need it to understand a lot of what's going on, especially in first year. Chemistry also came up quite a bit in the degree, but not as much as biology for my degree. However, this is different at the different unis depending on what their teaching focuses on. Firstly, you need to understand the basic principles of pharmacy and the pharmacy degree. So what is pharmacy? What do pharmacists do? What kind of roles do pharmacists have? What kind of services can be provided? A really good thing to do is get work experience in a pharmacy, whether it's at hospital or it's in a community pharmacy. It'll definitely help you with understanding the roles of pharmacists and what pharmacy actually is. In terms of work experience, almost all the hospital trusts in the country do work placements that you can apply to on their NHS Trust websites. And a lot of community pharmacies will welcome students for a week or two. The second thing you need to have in your head is why you want to do pharmacy and why you chose that specific uni. People say that they just want to do pharmacy because they like the course, or they know someone who's a pharmacist, or they want to go to that uni because that's the uni, that's the city that they live in, which are fine answers, but they're not like the best answers. They're really generic. Instead, think about the fact that you're going to be helping people, saving lives. It should be the core reason why you want to do pharmacy. Helping people is like the thing you do. To be honest, when I had my interview, I gave a personal story on why I wanted to become a pharmacist, and I think it's definitely beneficial to give your personal reasons why. Just make sure you have a good answer prepared, and that also goes for why you want to go to that specific university. Make sure you research their facilities, their course structure, any awards. As I've been interviewing for a few years, I've noticed 3 common things that are commonly forgotten or mistaken during these interviews by the students. So the first thing, which kind of goes for anyone doing any interview, which is nerves. It's easy for me to say don't be nervous, but if you've been offered an interview, it's because the university like you. They like what you've written in your personal statement, they think the courses and the grades that you're aiming for are reasonable. So just remember that by getting to the interview, you're already in the game. All you have to do now is demonstrate that what you've written on paper is true in person. The second common mistake I see is students not researching the university that they're going for an interview at. So it's really important, as I've mentioned before, that universities see that you're actually enthusiastic about going to their uni. So research the pharmacy course. The content of the pharmacy degree varies between universities, so it's really important to make sure you research the content, and also have a look at how the pharmacy course is taught at the different universities. The third thing that is commonly forgotten is that pharmacy is not just a science degree or a health degree, it's a healthcare degree, care being the main word, and you need to be able to demonstrate that in the future you'd be a good healthcare professional. One of the best ways to do this is to look at the NHS core values. It's a list of values set up by the NHS which all professionals should be able to demonstrate, and as someone being interviewed for the pharmacy degree, you should also be able to demonstrate these qualities. Keyword being demonstrate, not just say you can do these things, but actually be able to show that you can do these things with examples in your life. So if you've decided to do the pharmacy degree, then you made the right decision. I'm just joking, but good luck if you are applying. I'm always happy to answer any queries or questions, so leave them in the comments below if you have any, and thanks for watching. Now the sun's just come in my face. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done this. Alright, let's just get on with it. Right. I'm really sorry about the lighting. The sun came out, I had to put my blinds up. If you haven't noticed already, I film by my window. So I worked as ambassador. As I worked as a student, okay, like the grades that you're doing, it's a hell.